Closed captioning is provided by McDonald's. I'm loving it.
We have a really good show for you, don't we, Solomon? Say yes, we do. You're gonna like it.
Welcome to Voices Unlimited. Today,
You know who would love this song? Baby boy.
and remember, your voice counts, so use it for good.
Peace out. Peace out.
Voices Unlimited is brought to you by Johnson Dodge of Meridian, Navy League, supporting the men and women of the Sea Service, Nevo Light IT Technologies, Mississippi Music of Meridian. Great music starts here.
Have we got a show for you this week? You know how we are always talking about the voice. Well, this week it's the voice of me and my staff and those that are supporting Wesley House. You're going to like it. We're going to address a lot of cool subjects.
Welcome to Voices Unlimited. This is kind of an unusual show for the day. I've been producing, Voices Unlimited for the past 2 seasons with Miss Ginger Grissom here, and she does a marvelous job, a great job. And the great thing about this is her heart is so much in need for the people in the community, here in Meridian, Mississippi. And Ginger, thanks for being a part of this.
Well, thank you. You're a good producer.
Well, I try to be sometimes, but today we have some things that we need to get out in the open for Ginger Grissom and Wesley House. And we're going to be asking Miss Ginger some questions about what's been going on in her life in the last 4 years.
Well, I'm the director of Wesley House, and that's a big job. And the mission part of it is the part that's most important to me. Over the last 4 years, I have been through a terrible divorce. It lasted, it seemed, forever. And throughout all of that, my father has been sick, very sick with bone cancer and just a lot of stuff, just personal stuff, and which everybody has. But as director of Wesley House, a lot is expected of me, I think, and I'm ever aware that I must be on my best behavior at all times, and to do that and do it effectively, you can't fake it. You gotta just be who you really are in the Lord. So that has been a challenge, but in the end, that has also been my victory, I think.
Now, your Christian faith. I know that you and your family, your mom, your dad, and all your family, and your sisters and brothers, you were raised in a great environment, through Christian ethics and what God is about and what you're supposed to be doing for God.
Well, it's important mostly to just me. I'm the one that has to be accountable to the God that I serve, but I had every advantage. We were not a moneyed people. Never has been that important, but we were in church every time that it was open, and my parents took us and sat with us, and they were leaders in MYF, and so when Wesley House came along, and I've got to say my mother really was not prepared to take that job at that time. She was a stay-at-home mom, and I love that she was. But when she sat down with the family, she and Daddy, and asked us how we would feel if she were to serve at Wesley House Community Center, and of course we were thrilled because Barbara and myself had done some social service out there, and we loved the mission, and we loved being able to play and talk with people that just needed to be heard. So that's where it all started.
That sheds a lot of light for a lot of people to know that the heart of you and Wesley House is really doing everything that they can right now to make sure that these people that are needing, don't have to worry that they've got somebody that they can rely on. Tell me a little bit about how important it is to serve the community.
Currently, we have 6 agencies that are really, really busy, but it's important, the community is important because that's where we serve. And we serve this community with love and non-judgment, and we look deep to see more than what is asked of us, whether it be food or help with assistance with rent or power or utilities or that. But the most important part of what we do throughout all of the agencies, including the Victim Services one, is that we deliver it in a fashion that would be pleasing unto God, and that we always share Christ, because we get a lot of thank yous along the way, but it's just been very important to us to make sure that God gets all of the glory, because every person that walks through the door is there because God put them there. So how do we feel about the community? We feel like the face of poverty has so many faces. You're sitting next to folks in church that are in need, and it's a shame that there's such a stigma attached to helping, to asking for help, when the Bible speaks that, He can't help us if we don't ask.
More to come with Voices Unlimited when we return.
What would it be like to lose your job? Not have enough money for groceries? How would you provide for your children? Would you have enough food and clothing? How would you provide hospitalization or health care for you and your family? Guess what? It could happen to you and your family. Thanks to Wesley House, they have been there to help thousands for over 100 years and continues to help those in need every day. But right now, Wesley House needs your help to continue helping so many. Join the Wesley Warrior campaign today.
Right now we're driving in a 2014 Dodge 1500 half-ton pickup truck. Great driving truck. Truck has a Hemi engine in it, 5.7, great gas mileage, great steering, maneuverability. You need to come by and test drive one of these Dodge trucks. You'll be amazed at how great these trucks drive now. Come see us and check this truck out at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep right here in Meridian.
Wesley House Community Center Ministry has been serving people for over 100 years, since 1904. Last year alone, through our 6 agencies, we rendered 150,000 services to those in need throughout the state of Mississippi, 24 counties that we've served. However, this year the services have doubled year to date. We need your financial help. Please prayerfully support Wesley House Community Center. Thank you. We want to invite you to check us out on our Facebook fan page. Write comments. Let us know what you're thinking. We really want to know, and we want to hear about good words and good stories that you want to share. So, see you there.
This segment of Voices Unlimited with Ginger Grissom is brought to you by Till Newell Animal Hospital. Now back for more Voices Unlimited.
There's some questions that people want to they want to know the answers to.
Right.
When they dropped you, are they still receiving funds right now from people that might not know that they're giving to Wesley?
Well, I would think so. We've been taken off of the United Way website as far as one of the partner agencies. Mm-hmm. But we are still listed on all of the pledge cards and all of the information that goes out to the community about the United Way and the campaign. Mm-hmm. So I would assume that's why we're talking today, because right. I want people to understand that even though you see our name on the information that's given out by the United Way, we are not, unfortunately, a part of the United Way. Now, that being said, I believe in the concept of the United Way. I support and endorse all of the agencies of the United Way, and they support us too. That's what's so odd. We receive referrals every week from the United Way, and we hear that they speak us first, go to Wesley House first. So that makes me feel good because I know the truth. I know that they believe and understand that we're doing a good job here.
Well, not only with the Secretary of State that you came through, and they've really commended you on doing such a great job in statewide, because it also helped you with the Better Business Bureau, if I'm not mistaken.
Because we have been accredited, and that to me speaks volumes. We could never have gone through the accreditation process with the Better Business Bureau in such a timely fashion had it not been for the work we did to pull ourselves up with the Secretary of State. So that was a wonderful thing. I've always felt good about the Secretary of State, but I am just really excited about the Better Business Bureau accreditation, because it's no cakewalk. Far from it. It's very detailed, and they've got now presently 20 standards that must be met, and we met all 20.
So actually, the Secretary of State is very pleased with what they found with Wesley House and you and the Better Business Bureau now. So it's all coming about
Yes.
for you and Wesley House and for the community now.
Right. Yes.
You're needing help with not just food, clothing, and you're needing monetary support.
It was a real challenge for me in my personal walk, in that I chose not to meet that kind of energy with the same kind of drama that that was being tossed at us. And the hardest part of all of that was holding my staff back, because they felt injustice. They felt like the truth needed to be spoken, but at the same time, you don't mission. So when we go through these trials, that's when we get to look at ourselves and have reflection as to, are we really the people that we say that we are? And I can say that we've done our very best to be. None of us are perfect, but this has been hard in that we haven't fought back with our words. We just relied on God, and now is our time to tell the community, look, we're limping along, but we're still serving. Year to date, we have already surpassed the numbers that we have dealt with the whole year of 2013. We're giving everybody something if they are in need, and thank God we are an inclusive organization in that we welcome partnerships, and we welcome organizations that want to lend their resources to those that are in need. And our job through the Clearinghouse is just to kind of coordinate all of that. And so because of that, we've been able to continue to serve, but we are hurting financially.
More to come with Voices Unlimited when we return.
What would it be like to lose your job? Not have enough money for groceries? How would you provide for your children? Would you have enough food and clothing? How would you provide hospitalization or health care for you and your family? Guess what? It could happen to you and your family. Thanks to Wesley House, they have been there to help thousands for over 100 years and continues to help those in need every day. But right now, Wesley House needs your help to continue helping so many. Join the Wesley Warrior campaign today.
Right now we're driving in a 2014 Dodge 1500 half-ton pickup truck. Great driving truck. Truck has a Hemi engine in it, 5.7. Great gas mileage, great steering, maneuverability. You need to come by and test drive one of these Dodge trucks. You'll be amazed at how great these trucks drive now. Come see us and check this truck out at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep right here in Meridian.
Wesley House Community Center Ministry has been serving people for over 100 years, since 1904. Last year alone, through our 6 agencies, we rendered 150,000 services to those in need throughout the state of Mississippi, 24 counties that we've served. However, this year the services have doubled year to date. We need your financial help. Please prayerfully support Wesley House Community Center. Thank you. We want to invite you to check us out on our Facebook fan page. Write comments. Let us know what you're thinking. We really want to know, and we want to hear about good words and good stories that you want to share. So, see you there.
This segment of Voices Unlimited with Ginger Grissom is brought to you by Till Newell Animal Hospital. Now back for more Voices Unlimited.
Talk a little bit about Christmas and Thanksgiving, the holidays, and what you're doing to prepare to help the community that's in need right now.
Well, we're gearing up. We're needing food, toys. The main thrust of our holiday season, to me, the most important factor in that is that we serve so many foster care children. The children that have been taken from their home because of neglect or abuse and that. And sometimes, Wayne, they're not even able to be placed with their siblings. And so when they're taken, it's really fast. And oftentimes they cannot even be placed with their siblings. And it's a horror story for the holidays, you know, and DHS does the very best they can, but it's just the nature of the beast. So what we do is we adopt out 600 foster care children, not physically, but people can call in and have a child that they are responsible for. They'll be given a number and, you know, a little bit about the child and a wish list. So after a time period, just before Christmas, the social workers from the 24 counties that we serve come and receive the bags of toys for those children that are in their county. So that in and of itself is a huge project. And then alongside that, we have folks that come in that are hurting to the point that they're handling everything as far as bills and that in their household, but they don't have anything extra for their children. We've got those folks, and then we've got the folks that are just in poverty, and they don't have anything. They don't expect to have anything, but at Christmas time, their children do expect to have Christmas, and we want to serve those. Last year we served over 5,000 folks, and this year it will be no different. We are, depending on the funding that we get, we'll have to have a limit this year as far as, you know, first come, first serve, and the needy rise to the top. If people are receiving food stamps of any sort, we won't be able to help them with food this year. We're trying to, we're supported by the community, so we have to do what the community allows us to do.
Tell me the reason why we elected, me and you, to do Voices Unlimited.
You already know.
I already know, but these
Okay,
people out here,
well-
they really need to know where it comes from and from the heart. So.
Okay, well, Voices Unlimited was about nothing more than to share positive words. To make it better was to work with you, it was your idea, to make sure that people understood the accountability issue in words. We can use our words for good and change the world. It can change an environment, a population with just words. But by the same token, negative words, hurtful words, inappropriate words, they don't please the Father. And although they do harm to the person that they're meant to hurt, they hurt much more than that. And they never go away. I'm learning that, of course, it's unjust. We don't live in a just society, in a just world. So, thankfully, there's no bitterness. It's just a fact that we need to watch what we say. And we need to watch, if you will, what we listen to. Because for some, and I've learned this, my mom taught me this way early, that if we listen to negative and to mean and to gossip, we are just as guilty as those that are speaking it, because we're giving power to those words just by the sheer fact that we didn't fight back or just say something as simple as, you know what, I don't really want to hear that. Is that going to lift me and make me feel better or tear down?
Well, it's just like the voice.
Keep it.
then we
Yeah.
call it Voices Unlimited. Everybody has a voice and everybody has a choice.
That's right.
More to come with Voices Unlimited when we return.
What would it be like to lose your job? Not have enough money for groceries? How would you provide for your children? Would you have enough food and clothing? How would you provide hospitalization or health care for you and your family? Guess what? It could happen to you and your family. Thanks to Wesley House, they have been there to help thousands for over 100 years and continues to help those in need every day. But right now, Wesley House needs your help to continue helping so many. Join the Wesley Warrior campaign today.
Wesley House Community Center Ministry has been serving people for over 100 years, since 1904. Last year alone, through our 6 agencies, we rendered 150,000 services to those in need throughout the state of Mississippi, 24 counties that we've served. However, this year the services have doubled year to date. We need your financial help. Please prayerfully support Wesley House Community Center. Thank you.
First of all, I want to congratulate the staff that's here. It's the work that you've done and the work that you do on a daily basis that allows us to stand here today and award you the accreditation of the Better Business Bureau. It is not easy to become an accredited charity of the Better Business Bureau. There are 20 standards that need to be met. Everything from finances to oversight to the inner workings of a charity. In the state of Mississippi, there are only 43 accredited charities out of the thousands of charities that we do have in the state. So I'm here to congratulate you on the hard work you do and keeping forward. Proud to be here to award this. Ginger and the staff, thank you for passing the 20 standards, becoming an accredited business, Better Business Bureau of the state of Mississippi.
We are so proud of Wesley House and all it has done for so many years, for its outreach to the community and for its care for those who are going through some very tough times. And I appreciate all that it's done for many years and continues to do here in Meridian and the surrounding areas. We're proud to have Better Business Bureau involved in the process of accreditation, which very frankly I didn't realize was as complicated as it really is. It's no wonder that the Better Business Bureau is one of the most trusted organizations in this country.
For Wesley House, they had gone through this Secretary of State audit, passed it with flying colors. All of the processes and reviews and policies were in place, approved by the board. This was just one additional step. I met Mr. O'Hara at a Rotary meeting. I said this would be great for not only Wesley House, but for this community, to show that Wesley House is an accredited, viable service provider to the community for those that really need it.
This is just another step in the process of community organizations coming together here in Meridian. The Better Business Bureau come down here and looking at the Wesley House, saying that they're a great organization, something we already feel in the city of Meridian, and we appreciate the service that the Wesley House provides to all of our citizens here in Meridian. They are a pillar of the community, and they ensure that all people here have a place to go in a time of danger and in a time of need.
So, Mr. O'Hara, we are so thankful that we were able to cross paths and that we learned about the Better Business Bureau. Tell me, what is the usual length in time from the time that a charity begins the process to the time that they finish?
Well, sometimes it could take up to 6 months, and a lot of times it's when people may fall short on some standards and may need to change their procedure manual. We ask charities, it's a good idea if you're starting a charity to get the information from the Better Business Bureau so that when time comes for accreditation, they're ready.
Right. Well, I cannot tell you what a wonderful process this has been for us. And we were able to scoot through it a little faster simply because we had been working with the Secretary of State. So that was a great thing. And then here you come along, and I just want to say to the community and to those that are listening, it is worth every ounce of time and energy that you put into being accredited by the Better Business Bureau. To be number 43 in a state that has so many nonprofits, it's an honor, Mr. O'Hara, and I just thank you so very much. And this was not easy by any shake of imagination, but it really was a rewarding thing. And when you keep your focus as far as to encourage all of you who are nonprofits, whether they're churches or charities or businesses for that, be encouraged, because anytime that you can bring transparency to your business or nonprofit, it'll bless you. And it's hard to find accreditation agencies that are worth their salt. So I thank you, Mr. O'Hara, and I want to encourage you to come back next time we have another charity here in Meridian, Mississippi, because we'll be right there to support. And thank you so very much.
Great. We appreciate it. We look forward to that. We look forward to a long-standing relationship, and we look forward to being part of the community here in Meridian, which we do have board presence here, so you'll be seeing a lot more of us.
Indeed, we will.
At least 65% have to go directly to your programs and your services to help. A lot of charities do fall short of that standard, so it says a lot. And Wesley House was north of 85% of what they give, so that just shows that when people do give to this charity, it's going right to the programs and services that they say they're doing.
We want to thank everybody that made this show possible. And, this show is important to me personally, but it should be important to you too, because you know what? Your voice counts. So make it happen. Use it for good. Like us, right, Solomon? Use it for good. It'll make a difference. I know, I agree. I so agree.
Voices Unlimited is brought to you by Johnson Dodge of Meridian, Navy League, supporting the men and women of the Sea Service, Nevo Light IT Technologies, Mississippi Music of Meridian. Great music starts here.
Closed captioning is provided by McDonald's. I'm loving it.